guys, my name is Osi Omofuma here at Spicy Guitar Academy. So my guitar journey is not one that was void of its own share of frustration. You know, I had my own share of frustration because I had limited access to information. So right here in this lesson, you are going to learn something that took me quite a number of years to figure out. All right, so hang on to the end of this lesson. I'm also going to show you how to apply this very information that I'm going to show you today. So if you're new here, please subscribe here to my channel at Spicy Guitar Academy, so that you are not left out when I upload future lessons. All right, so we go straight to the journey. So you pick up the guitar, and the first thing I learned was your major scale. And they told me it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Over time, I figured out that this was also C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. I'm sure you have passed this level. All right. Then I got to know my C major chord, which they called Do chord. Yeah. And I got to know my F chord, which they called Fa chord. Good. And I got to know my G chord, which they called your So chord. So somehow I was able to tie it together that, oh, since I have Do for note, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Now I know my Do chord, I know my Fa chord, I know my So chord. And I was asking myself, what about the rest? What about Re? What about Mi? What about La? What about Ti? And somehow I was able to figure out, you know, from the help of maybe I don't know, because then we're not really playing minor chords. Were really big deal. I can't really remember how I figured it out. Maybe from friends and all that. I figured out D minor chord, and I figured out E minor chord. Then I figured out A minor chord. They called the D minor Re minor, and they called the E minor Mi minor. Then the A minor was called La minor. So, you know, I was very happy. I had so many chords to play around with. I had my C, F, to G. Then minor was a big deal, man. You'll be like, I play minor chord, minor. These were very big stuff. So I continued in this. But over time, I was curious. I was like, what about this note, this B note? Because every guitarist I came across only know the chords that I know. Nobody was talking about this T, which is the B chord. Even today, I watched a guitarist, a very good guitarist, who wanted to play Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do with chord. He did C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, then to G again, then to C. G is not B now. Even some of my students, they tell me that, oh wow, thank you for teaching me this B chord. It has been something that had baffled them, just like it baffled me for years. So for us to get this B chord, first let me break it all down. Your chords are grouped into different families. You have your major family, you have your minor family, you have your diminished family. Your C, which is Do, F, which is Fa, G, which is So, these are grouped under the major, while your D minor and your E minor and your A minor, these are grouped under the minor. But for B, where is it? Is it B major? Is it B minor? None of the above. It's B diminished chord. And how do you hold it? So how do we hold this very chord? I could go into chord formation now, but I'm not sure. I don't want to confuse you. So I'll just show you how to hold your B chord. With a closed shot, this one shape. With my index finger on the second fret of the 5th string, my middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string, my ring finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, my same middle finger on the 3rd fret. So we have, it's quite a handful of a chord to hold. You can see why people really just skip it, you know. But let me show you another simpler shape here. Mind you, for the first one we heard, it was only between string 5 and string 2. No string 3, sorry, no string 6 and no string 1. So it's string 5, 4, 3, 2. The notes are T, Fa, T, Re. The keys are B, F, B, D. Alright, so the other shape. This is a more friendly shape. My ring finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string, index finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string, then middle finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, then index finger also on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So we have, same string, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you know. So you have your C major for Do, D minor for Re, E minor for Mi, F major for Fa, G major for So, A minor for La, then B diminished for T. Now you know. So don't go hold this in instead for B diminished chord. So now, as odd as the chord sound, why do I need to go through the trouble of holding this not friendly looking kind of chord? I'm going to teach you how to use it here. So here, how to use it. We're going to use this chord as a turnaround to our A minor, which is our La. So it's a deeper concept. It's a concept in jazz, secular fourth, but we're not going into that now. You're just going to do as I say. So this chord is going to lead us to our La. So what did I do? Your B diminished, then to your E augmented chord, leads you to your La. So I just want to make sure that we are able to use this chord. That's why I'm going deep into chords. Anyway, this is how to hold your E diminished chord. The notes are reading from key C are Mi, Si, Do, Mi. With the ring finger holding the Mi on the 5th string. This is the 7th fret. The middle finger 6th fret on the 4th string. That was Z, Z. All right. Then your index finger holds the 5th fret of the 3rd string. Same index finger holds the 5th fret of the 2nd string. So we're going to have B diminished, then to E augmented, leading us to our A minor. So the normal song, Amen, Amen, C, then blessings, that was G, and glory, wisdom, thanksgiving. You see, when we're going to La, before we land on La, we're going to make those, the B to E, then A minor, one beat each, ka, ka. So let me apply it now. Now, thanksgiving. That's how simple it is. B to E, then. So music is actually a show of creativity. So I did use this chord to move to our A minor to our La. So you go replicate it in other song. Any other song where you have enough time to go to your La, which is the A minor, go do this. Another chord that you can use instead of this E diminished, you could just do your E major. Yeah, it's the one you probably are used to. So B diminished to E major, all the same thing. All right, so guys, take your time with this very lesson. First of all, you want to make sure you digest each section first before you move over to the next, where you need to understand the chord families. Take your time on that. When you need to learn to hold the chord, take your time on that. When you need to assimilate or you need to move further, take your time. And when you need to play these chords, take your time. All right, everything takes time, but not everything is profitable. So a time well spent is worth the while. All right, guys, catch you. Hope you've subscribed here. Catch you in the very next lesson. Bye.